Nigeria won't know peace if southern governors ban open grazing. Fulani group. A Fulani group, Gan Ala Fulani Development Association, has warned against the decision of the southern governors to ban open grazing in their states. There's a new group apart from Yetiala. Oh wow, okay, cool. It explained that a ban on open grazing in southern states would lead to a breakdown of peace between northerners and their neighbors from the south. The group described the resolution as unfortunate and capable of affecting Nigeria's unity, Daily Post reports. On July 5th, southern governors, during their meeting in Lagos State, unanimously agreed to ban open grazing in their region. The governors gave a deadline of September 1st for the ban to take effect in their respective states. It's too long. The 1st of September, that is, you're giving them time to finish what they want to do. It's too long. Why September 1st? And that just shows the lack of commitment to actually make things work, because you're still trying, because that time, that gap of that period is, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for a resolution? Are you waiting for something to happen? Are you waiting to be benefited in some kind of way? What are you waiting for? Why can you not in the next how many weeks do it? Because this conversation has started months ago, so it's not like as if it's a new conversation and this meeting was for the was had for the first time. It wasn't. So I don't. 1st of September is absolutely too long, and it shows that you're not committed to actually making this work, because you're not trying to upset the people that put you in the position of where you are. Just saying. Reacting, the Gavdan's National Secretary, Ibrahim Abdullahi, described the resolution as unfortunate and capable of affecting Nigeria's unity. Like the country was united before, please. Abdullahi said the resolution was impossible because they have not made an alternative plan for herders. I'll read that again. Abdullahi said the resolution was impossible because they have not made an alternative plan for herders. It is the arrogance. It is the entitlement for me. It's the arrogance and entitlement for me. How can you be so entitled? Because I think we're forgetting. This ownership of land kind of thing. We need to humble ourselves right here, okay? Herding, grazing, herding, whatever it is, or cattle rearing, that's the word. That is a private business. It is private. And it is funny because you're endorsing that herders should go into private property, go into farmland that they do not own. Because again, they're not paying for cost of food for their animals. And it's just like, excuse me. And you have other people, especially in the south, who are out here entrepreneuring, and you're not, and then you're expecting that such costs should be incurred by the government. Listen, go to the government itself, like the president, aka Buhari, your brother, like, and tell him what is going on. Because it's how can you be so entitled? Do you own the land? It's a private business. Because I'm now like, an alternative plan. Listen, if you're not gonna go find a job, you're gonna be unemployed, and that is a whole different conversation. But again, that does not justify that you have to be violent or you trespass. That's what it is. That is what it is. Things are not the same no more. Again, there are modern ways in which you can rear your cattle, and it doesn't have to mean that you're trespassing and going into people's private property. And again, don't get me wrong, if we're going to be objective, yes, we cannot say that all Fulani herdsmen are out here doing a madness. Of course not. But because of the name and because of the consistent attacks, as well as the fact that they have not been held accountable, not even one. Let's say it's one, and then this person was sent to jail or something, or given a fine. At least we know that, okay, fine, the government is serious, and that will serve as a point of contact to all other Fulani herdsmen to humble themselves. But that has not even happened. So again, it's just a bit like, it's not a lot, because again, we're dealing with Mietiala not even understanding this whole precept, and then we have another group again. It is a lot. And then he was quoted as saying, if you stop open grazing in the south, you are simply saying that those people should move to the north, or they should move to other parts of the country. What happens in the north if those in the north ask southerners to leave? That doesn't make sense. And you know what? You are insulting your own people. Personally, If as a northerner, I will not take that because that's insulting. Because basically, what you're trying to say is that the potential of a northerner in terms of being employed and productive starts and ends with cattle rearing. How does that make sense? So you're basically saying your people are unskilled to be versatile and branch into other things. Does that make sense? Because again, are you trying to say that there aren't northerners in the south doing very well for themselves? And are you trying to say that if they're doing well for themselves, it must be from cattle rearing? That's insulting. You just insult. It's like you just backhanded yourself. An insult. Like why would you do that? Are we promoting unity or hatred? It is funny how you as a group you're advocating for this, but then you talk about unity and all that. But then with the NSAS protest, you're really quiet. With a lot of other things that happen, NSAS protest is even too much. NSAS protest is even too far away. It's too far from home. In your own home where things are happening on a daily. I mean, we are talking about children being kidnapped, and then one of your own religious leader is out here defending them, saying that because of how the situation in the country is, that is why they're going to become a national nuisance because the country is bad, as if they're the only ones in the country suffering. Sorry, that doesn't make sense at all. So again, you don't even defend yourself. You don't even stand up to your own precedent. I mean, you don't even stand up and say, listen, this is wrong. You are violating us. Like, this is absolutely, it cannot happen. You're not doing that for your own people. So then, if you talk about NSAS protest and you trying to be united and supporting, that's even too far. You don't support your own. You don't condemn your own. For whatever reason, we don't really care. We don't have to go into that. But it's like, it's ironic because you can't be out here starting to preach unity and all that when you're not even united yourself. And it's not even coming from a place of judge or hate, because again, it's like there's other groups in the south that do not seem to be united but then want to achieve something. But it's just all a bit dodgy. It really is dodgy. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I again, all this does not make sense at all. And there are more groups like this, and it's sad because of the benefits of basically, I mean, y'all don't even, I mean, we say nepotism, and yet the North is not in a much better position anyway, even though they account for majority of those that are in power. But still. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.